Hi everyone, welcome to Cucumber Training Program. In the last class, we have seen a brief overview on a background. But the drawback for that particular background is it will be applicable only for one feature file. So my intention is I don't want to define my preconditions or post conditions with respect to a single feature file. I would like to use them globally. In such cases, we can use at the rate before and at the rate options available here. So what I'm going to do right now means under the step definitions. So I'm creating a new class before and after step definition. Okay, the name itself will tells you before and an after. So like the normal JUnit and a TestNG, how we are specifying the before and an after, the same way we are specifying before and an after. So at the rate before is an annotation, at the rate before. So public void precondition, and here system.out.println precondition. The same way at the rate after public void post condition. So now I am defining the post conditions here. At the rate void post conditions I am defining here. So system.out.println post conditions. So the before and an after, let me import them. See, I don't want to import these before from my JUnit. I just want to import my before from Cucumber API. So I just want to import my after also from my Cucumber API. Hence I have a specified before and as well as an after. Okay, in the previous scenario, the Gmail login, let me comment this background given and background. So I just want to comment these two. Okay, I just want to comment these two, and my Gmail login contains two scenarios: valid credentials and invalid credentials. In the before, at the rate of precondition, launch the browser. Here we are launching a browser. In the post condition, close the browser. I have a defined a close the browser. Let me execute my test runner with the Gmail login and see how this is going to work. When I run this particular one, if you clearly observe, before executing this scenario, the precondition got executed, and after executing the scenarios, the post condition also got executed. So the ultimate point is at the rate before and an after are used to define preconditions and as well as post conditions in the real time when we are working on a project level. Just what we will define means we will launch a browser here and open the application on the browser. We will write down a Selenium code for that, and here in the after we will close the browser, and even depending on a project we will close the reports and all those things. We will terminate all those things here in the after. So like this, at the rate before and at the rate after are going to define within this particular step definitions. Okay, fine guys. So we have a defined a precondition and as well as a post conditions are here. This is what this concept is, and we have a similar concept which we can call it as a hooks. Okay, and one more small point is if you observe the precondition and a post condition, this is not applicable to a single feature file. This will be applicable for all the feature files. So within the project, how many feature files are there? This logic is going to applicable for all those feature files. Okay, this logic is going to applicable for all those feature files. Before executing every scenario, the content present in a before will be executed. After executing every scenario, the content present in an after will be executed. Okay, like this, the before and an after will be used. And we have a small concept called as a hooks is available. So what exactly these hooks means? For suppose my intention is basically I have created test scenarios for both mobile automation and a web automation using Selenium. But the preconditions for both is differ. Right, the precondition for a mobile is a bit differ, the precondition for a normal web application is differ. Then how we are gonna specify those before and an after separately for these two. So a simple point is in the Gmail login. Now this scenario, I'm defining it as at the rate web test. Okay, at the rate of web test. The same way here for the another two scenarios I'm creating. Okay, I'm creating another two scenarios. Okay, two more scenarios, and here I'm defining as mobile test. Okay, I'm defining these two scenarios as a mobile test. So I'm adding a tags for them initially, and the scenario is verify switch button. Okay, I would like to verify the switch button. Okay, so what I'm gonna do means open the app, verify the switch button. Okay, open the app, verify the switch button. And here the another scenario with respect to mobile is click on a switch button, or else click on a switch. Okay, verify the switch, verify the switch, and click on that, verify. Okay, close the app. That's it. I have a defined a mobile scenarios. So in this scenario, you know that for a normal web app, the scenarios or the precondition is it should launch a browser and it should open an application. Whereas for a mobile testing, the precondition, you know that you need to create a designed capabilities and you need to specify the operation. If that's the case, how we are gonna separate the before and an after for a mobile and a web app? So directly what I am doing means under the before I am adding the tag name. So here the tag name for this one is at the rate of web test. The meaning is this is before of at the rate of web test. The same way if I gave it for after, this is an after for web test. The same way we can copy and paste it here for mobile test. So I'm updating this one with the mobile test at the rate a mobile test before, and at the rate a mobile test after, and the precondition mobile and the post condition mobile, launch the application, close the application. That's it. So whenever you specify that, automatically corresponding logics will be executed. For suppose in my scenario, I have a preconditions for this. Okay. Now, when I run my test runner this time, it will launch this and it will execute this. See here, precondition for a mobile, launch the app, close the app, launch the app, and close the app. As we don't define, as we haven't defined any step definition for them, it's not executing. But the only thing what exactly you people need to consider out over here is if you are having a different types of test cases in your step definitions or files, you need to define the tag for each and everything. And for the before and an after, we will specify that particular tag, so it will execute only for those tags. It won't execute globally. Like this, we are separating the precondition and as well as a post condition for both the mobile and as well as the web applications. Moreover, in the real time, whenever we are working on our projects, we are not going to give much importance to the background which we discussed in the last class. While working on our projects, we will define a preconditions in a before and after in a post conditions after, and we will create a separate before and an after step definition where will in which we will write down the preconditions and a post conditions. For suppose if your application is having a multiple things like mobile devices and web applications, in such cases we can use these hooks concepts, where in which for the before and an after you need to specify a specific tag. Automatically that before and an after will be applicable for those tags only. If you haven't specified any tags or hooks for the before and an after, generic before and an after will be applicable for all the scenarios present in a feature file. And moreover, this before and an after will be applicable for multiple feature files. If there are 20 feature files are there, for all those 20 features, for the individual scenarios, this before and an after will be executed. Okay, so this is the bottom line, and in the next class we will continue with the further topic. That's all I have. See you again in the next lecture. Bye bye.